Yeah.
We are
So
listening to you. We off because I want to give it space for you, and I don't want it some kind of bad connections. Okay.
okay, okay.
If you want, I can be with you, but please tell me, do you hear me very well? How is the situation?
Okay.
Okay, the stage is yours. I see the presentations. We
So
listen to you.
my company. I've got three companies, two in ICT and the other one in consultancy. So consultancy, I'm a registered government consultant on immigration. So people want to come to Zambia when they need immigration services like investor permit, employment permit, resident permit, all that we do. We do register companies on behalf of companies or individuals who are in Zambia and who are coming to Zambia. We do also do business development on behalf of the companies and also other consultant services in terms of outdoor advertisement. The other company, Prime Information System, we are in General ICT. Also, we are implementing a mobile application which will support farmers in agribusiness sector to link them to the markets, to link them to the suppliers of the equipment, the suppliers of the chemicals, the fertilizer. It will be like a database, an e-commerce database for someone to check other companies which have got the products and other equipment. They can use it for information research and all. So this is basically what we do. Then I've also shared this presentation on the documents for tax incentives in Zambia. I hope our colleagues from Poland will have time to check this. This presentation is very helpful in agriculture. In agriculture, the incentives are there. You can check the incentives in agriculture, manufacturing. You can check the incentives for sectors in mining, tourism, and general. So this is in relation to taxation. So when you're coming as an investor, the government came up with some benefits to give to investors who come with USD 500,000 and above. So to invest in any sector, so there's incentive to apply when paying for taxes. So this is very useful information, which I thought my colleague from Poland can have a look at it. I've shared the document on the document, so you can get it from there. Then we have this. It's a presentation from Zambia Development Agency about the prospect of the business in Zambia and why Zambia is very good for investment. So this presentation, also you can find it on my documents. I've already shared it. It has got everything that a person who wants to invest in Zambia, a person who wants to set up in Zambia has. So one of the most important questions is that why invest in Zambia? So one, we have got stable microeconomic factors which attract investment guarantee and securities from the government and the private sector, abundant natural resources, private sector driven economy policies. So the policies of the government are driven by private sector, rich in culture, attractive investment incentives and facilitation. So when you need to gather information, want information, we can get it from Zambia Development Agency. Market access to the rest of Africa. So Zambia is a land-linked country with 8 neighbors. Also is a member of SADC, which has got, I think, more than 20 countries. It's also a member of COMESA. So countries in East Africa, North Africa, you can still export your products. So no exchange control since 1994. There's no exchange controls in Zambia to restrict the exchange rates and all that. Clear national economic strategy. We've got 7 national development plan which the government is implementing. If someone need to know this document, I can also share with it. So economic by numbers, inflation is at 19.2 as of December 2020. Exchange rate, 1 USD is equal to 21 kwacha, our local currency. Our population is about 18 million. Our GDP is 29 billion. Per capita is about $1,613,000. Area is about 752 stroke 614 kilometers squared land area. So this is the market. So when the company is set up in Zambia, you have access to SADC, which has got 342 million people with the GDP of this amount. So this is the link to SADC. This is South Africa Development Community. Then COMESA is also a common market for Eastern and Southern African countries. So countries in Southern Africa, East and Central, they formed COMESA. Also, Zambia is a signatory to Africa Continental Free Trade Area with a population of the whole Africa, which is 1.3 billion. So these are indicators. So documents, I've shared them on the document for Polish company to see them. Zambia is ranked globally for ease of doing business, ranked 85 in the world, ranked 4th in SADC region, ranked 4th in COMESA, and ranked 5th in Sub-Saharan Africa. So Sub-Saharan Africa, after North Africa, countries like Libya, Morocco, Tunisia, all the countries below Sub-Saharan Africa, Zambia is ranked number 5 for ease of doing business. So government has put up policies which is attracting foreign investment in the country. So in the interest of time, I will not go through everything, but for agriculture, I'll go through because I've seen a lot of Polish companies are into agriculture. So total land area for agriculture is 75 million hectares. Arable land is 42 million hectares, of which 58% has got rainfall between 800 millimeter to 1,400 millimeter annual rainfall. Only 14% is being utilized. Zambia's agriculture sector has maintained positive growth, hovering between 6% to 12% in the past 6 years. Total irrigation potential, 2.7 million hectares. Only 6% is currently being utilized. 5 to 3 hectares can be economically developed. However, only 65% of economic irrigation potential has been realized. Sector includes livestock, crops, fisheries, and forestry. Aquaculture is also coming up very strong, and crops and livestock. Investment opportunity exists in farm blocks. We've got 100,000 hectares in 10 provinces. So each province, the government has marked land for agriculture and investors to come and invest. Agriculture continuation, 70% of edible oil is imported. So there's national estimated of 120 metric tons per annum. 1 million metric tons of maize storage capacity is required. So we need companies which can invest in storage of maize. Imports of fruits and vegetables worth 42 million annually indicate a great investment opportunity. Growth in the poultry sector has created investment potential in hatcheries and subsequent reported product. Value addition given the existing huge regional export potential. Establish of livestock breeding and artificial insemination centers across the country. Cattle, sheep, goats, among others. Animal breeding center is about 44 hectares of farmland. So cage fish farming ventures on Lake Melu and Bangweulu. 5 sites have been identified, while land for processing and storage facilities have been reserved. Development of 786 hectares of eucalyptus and 300 hectares of pine to support poor treatment to bring value addition to forestry products. Farm blocks for commercial cotton farming in Lundazi, Eastern Province. A total of 54,200 hectares of customary land has already been secured with access roads and electricity available. So opportunities in agriculture continuation. Zambia can potentially produce more than 50 metric tons of good quality hand-picked coffee of US 175 million and more than 500 metric tons using mechanical pickers of this amount. Processed and refined foods made steady growth in export performance in 2018. Market for fish and fish product is guaranteed. Increased demand for timber and livestock product due to population growth, urbanization, and increased livestock. Investment opportunities in farm blocks. So these are the names of the farm blocks. This is the district, the province, and the size of land reserved in the farm blocks to carry on the agriculture. And okay, so manufacturing, I will not tackle it, but our colleagues from Poland can lead on their own, like manufacturing, agro-processing. So you can go through this. In the interest of time, I want to leave it to others to present. So manufacturing, all these things are required. The country has got abundant raw materials, qualified labor force. We've got a lot of graduates from universities and abundant land, supporting the growth of agro-processing, mineral processing, engineering, and foundry pharmaceutical. So this is the continuation on manufacturing. Energy sector. So there's also opportunity in energy sector. So energy resources are abundant and largely unexploited. Water, coal, nuclear, petroleum, and geothermal. Geothermal and waste to energy and wind. So there are opportunities also in energy sector. Our colleagues can lead on their own. So energy sector continuation, the opportunities are there. Tourism sector, yeah, it's also there are a lot of opportunities. You can lead people on your tourism can lead this. This is about tourism. Infrastructure development sector, government invites private sector to finance infrastructure projects through the PPP, private-public partnership, investment opportunities. So Polish companies can also go through on their own on this. infrastructure development of transport corridors. So, in order to promote inter-regional trade, Zambian government is developing the following transport corridors, among others. Dar es Salaam corridor. So this is the one of the ports that Zambia uses when importing. This is the one of the busiest ports. Also, we've got Nankara corridor, Lobito corridor. This Nankara corridor is in Mozambique, Lobito in Angola, and Western corridor, which goes to Namibia. Infrastructure development facility economic zones, industrial parks. So we've got industrial parks which are existing in Lusaka South, M-Phase. It's located in Lusaka East M-Phase, Chambishi, Jiangxi M-Phase, Sub-Saharan Industrial Park, and Loma Industrial Park. So whenever you want to invest in this facility zone, you are most welcome. So tax incentives, these are incentives that are applicable to each sector. So our colleagues from Poland can go through. Investment facilitation. So these are some of the services that Zambia Development Agency offers to investors who are coming to Zambia. There's aftercare service, acquisition of secondary licenses facilitation, investor permit, work permit facilitation, facilitation of utility access and transport and communication, land acquisition facilitation, export and market development services, business linkages, project profiling, partnership facilitation, AMS, ME development, sector profile available, ZDA project dossier available. So this is what investors can, services they can get from ZDA. So these are the contact details for Zambia Development Agency. Last, these are my contact details. So these are my business cards from all my 3 companies. In case Polish companies want to get in touch with me, these are my my business card and my whatever I do. It's summarized here. So this is how. So I'm looking for Polish companies whom we can partner with in the mobile application and web portal so that we can provide trade linkages, market access. Farmers can find where to sell product, can find where to buy equipment, and also I'm looking for Polish companies who are in agribusiness with some technologies like software, like Agro Smart Lab and other in ICT, so that we can work together to add value to agribusiness. So I end here. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation.